All right, hello and welcome. This is our full body resistance training. I think I'm a little crooked here, so let me just, I think it's straight now. Okay, I hope so. All right. Okay, so we have a do not repeat resistance band workout. So whatever bands you have should be fine, but see if you can have at least something that looks either like this or like this. All right. We will be doing some things with the booty band today, and that is either this one or this one. Certain things work better with this one, so certain things work best with this one. But whatever you have, that's what you use, and we modify and adapt. So pick up one of the long bands, either the one with the handles or the Pilates band. And if you don't have one of these, I recommend that you order one on Amazon. We just had Prime Day the other day, but it's not expensive. It's a great investment. You can take it anywhere. So we're going to start by raising the band up above your head for that nice shoulder stretch and then bring it down. Raise it up. Again. All right, go ahead and step behind. Now start to pull the band, not just move your arms sideways, but start to really actually pull your band so that you can feel the stretch. So now I'm pulling with my right hand, I'm feeling my left side stretching. And it feels different than if you didn't have the band. You can go a little bit deeper. Now let's switch sides. Pull, keep the elbow extended. So we're gonna do this one more time. It just feels so good. This is one of those areas that get really tense during the day, from driving, texting, or I switch. Hunching over just because we're sitting down with bad posture, which by the way, this week's challenge is the posture check I just posted, so check that out. All right, now bring it to shoulder level. We're gonna lunge back. Now if you have your left leg on the front, you're gonna turn towards the left. And then back to the center. Now if you have your right leg on the front, you're gonna turn towards the right. And let's do that again. One more. All right, so we're gonna turn to the front here. We're gonna squat and raise the band up for an overhead squat. We're doing 4 of these, so I'm gonna count now. 1, bring that booty back, press to the heels. 2, 2 more. Another one. Now place your hands on your thighs. We don't really need the bend for this next one. We're gonna do the cat and cow. Breathe in, drop the belly till bone goes up. Breathe out, draw the navel to the spine. Bring the chin towards the chest. Breathe in. And out. And we have one more. And roll it up. Roll your shoulders back. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started with that do not repeat workout. We are going to start with some squats. So pick up the band either with the handle or the other one. And also if you have both, pick up the one with the handle unless it's a very hard band, because it's just a little bit easier to hold on to the handles with this one. You're gonna bring the band over the shoulder, either with the handles or without. We're gonna come down, we're gonna pulse for 2 and up for 1. So it goes like this, 1, 2, and then up for 1, okay? So we are timing ourselves. It's a 40-second. Let's do this. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Pulse. 1, 2, come on up. So there's no press, we're just holding the band. Squeeze the glutes on the way up. And making sure on the bottom that your knees are not passing those toes. So you can take a quick peek here and then looking forward. So for next week, I want to do it behind the door. So I'm going to give you a whole week in advance. And I'm not that kind of a planner, but I've been thinking about it. And I was going to do it today, but I didn't tell anybody, so I didn't want you guys to be caught by surprise. So get that door anchor for next week. Next week we'll do behind the door workout. All right, we have one more here. All right, in time. And release this one. All right, so here is our next one. We're gonna do a side walk. So go ahead and stepping on the band, crossing it over. Bring it to the hip, or you can also bring it all the way behind the shoulders right here. We're gonna do a monster walk side to side right here. All right, here we go. Are we ready? Set and go. Here we go. And I'm ready to feel that burn, because that's how it goes. I love this type of burn. Just the band provides. It's an interesting kind of burn, and I love it. One more. All right, uncross your bed. We have a little upper body coming up here. Shoulder presses. Press it up, and then bring it down to about shoulder level. Get ready. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Press it up. So palm of the hands facing forward here. You don't have to bring the elbows too low. Just about shoulder level or a little bit below, but not by much. And start getting really heavy after a while, I know. All right, just one more. All right, so you can have the same band. I do actually like the other band for this next one. We are going to do, but both of them work. Don't feel like you can't do with the other one. You may actually prefer that. We're gonna do a chest press. The reason why do I like this one better, if you're thinking about it, just because it's flat, it doesn't roll on my back, and it feels more comfortable. That's the reason. All right, so we're going to do a forward lunge and a chest press. We'll come back. We're going to bring the elbows in. We're going to do the other leg with a tricep press. So it's one chest, one triceps, alternating the lunges. So elbows up. Ready, set, and go. Switch legs. Triceps. Chest press with the right, tricep press with the left. All right, let's do one more of each right here. All right, and time. Okay, so we are ready to get started with the next one, which is a curtsy and a pull apart. So I have a whole list of like 50 exercises for us. We're not doing 50. We're gonna pull it apart right here. Just in case, be prepared. I'm doubling up, but you don't have to double up. All right, gonna give it a little bit more time here to get ready. We're gonna start in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, really important when you do the band pull apart is that you wanna make sure that you're not straining your neck as you do this. You can even do this one sitting down, all right? Just using the arms and not using the legs. If you can't do a lunge, at least you work your upper body as well. Keep the shoulders down. Make sure the shoulders are not up. All right, in time. That felt like a nice little burn. I am going to switch bands again. We have a Sumo Squat with an upright row. So now you can still keep using this band. We're just gonna be switching between them. All right, so we have nice and wide here. You're gonna cross the band on the front. Now, depending on the resistance of your band, you can do while you're standing and then squat, or you can squat and do the upright row and then stand. So whatever works for you. So it can be like this, or it can be up, squat, up, squat. All right? Okay, ready, set, and go. You just gotta make sure you have that enough resistance here. If you go down and feel like there's not enough resistance when you do upright row, then you switch. Almost there. Here we go. Let's do a couple more. Another one. All right, and time. All right, so for next one, you have your foot on the bed underneath the front foot, and then we're gonna have that back foot back. We are going to do a side raise. We'll stand up, a front raise. So we're gonna be doing the same leg. Okay, same leg for now. We'll switch later. Ready, set, and go. Here we go. Side, front. Keep that core tight. All right, in time, let's go ahead and switch. We do 30 seconds on the other leg instead of doing full 40, because those arms are burning. Ready, set, and go. One more. All right, and time. Okay, so our next one, we're gonna do a warrior 3. So if you have the handle, you can use the handle right here. All right, so this is a warrior 3. We'll come up, we're gonna do a curl. All right, so if it's your warrior 3 is too much for you, you can just go like this. All right, or you can go up like that. It's up to you. Ready, set, and go. A warrior 3 is a yoga pose, but it's also a one leg that lift, right? So now we want to keep the hips square. Toe is pointing down, now out. One more on the side. All right, in time. So I did a full 40 seconds on this one because we are just doing one side. And now we can switch it up. All right, get ready, get set, and go. Make sure you have enough resistance. Hey, just do this leg. I feel like I just did this side. All right, we have one more. All right, and time. All right, so we're stepping on the band, and with this one, you may be able to do just one handle. I do prefer the other one. For this next one, just is the length of my band. Now, if you have an easy band, you can use the other one. Shouldn't be a problem. This one is longer, so it does give me a little bit more room to work with. So you're gonna step through here. Gonna bring the band behind. You're gonna extend it, keeping the elbows real close together. All right, so this is a triceps extension overhead. Make sure you're not bringing the chin down. All right, keep yourself nice and tall, shoulders are down. And just really focus on keeping those elbows real close to your ears and then extending those elbows up. Ready, set, and go. I'm just holding the band, it's shaking. Control. Now don't let the band just pull you down. Control. Shake it. Ooh, I don't know if you can see, but my arms are like really shaky. So I'm really controlling this movement. I'm not trying to do as many as possible. I'm just trying to go nice and slow and keep that resistance going. All right, let's do one more here. That was a burning. All right, it's totally fine. We just had one leg. We don't have to do it like it's was not a leg exercise. We just started stepping on it, so we'll be fine with that one. Okay. So if you feel a little bit of pressure on your hands, you can always move the wrist. Okay, so now we are going to get the little booty band. If you have this one, if you don't have it, it's totally fine to use the other one. Okay, so we're gonna come down to the floor for these next few here. This is a really good, we always want to work out glutes and outer thighs and also that, but I would like you to think about this as something that is really going to be helpful to strengthen your hip, strengthen your tailbone as well. So we're going to stand up sideways, all right? And I know this may not be comfortable in everyone's hips. So make sure you have a little cushiony if you need a little extra blanket underneath to help you out. Since we are home, it's easy to get something. So we're gonna focus on really lifting this leg up, slightly turning the toes down, all right? And we do need to keep the hip stacked for maximum results. If you wanna do this standing, you're welcome to do this standing as well. Ready, set, and go. Lift it up. Now your toe is slightly turned down. When we do this movement, there's not a whole room, like it's not a big range of motion. You don't have to lift your leg all the way up in the sky. All right, just think that it's a small movement here. If you do this really correctly, you're not gonna be able to lift your leg super high. Slightly turning that toes in, that's an important thing. We have just another 5 seconds here. One more. All right, now same side. And again, you can do this is standing as well right here. You're going to bring that foot in and then down. Bring it in and then down. Now, if you want to add a little bit here, bring that. It's more like working on your core here, on your obliques. We're going to bring the foot in and then do a little crunch, a side crunch. You can do this standing as well. Get ready, get set, and go. Bring it in. Focus here. You're also going to be feeling on your legs. I have my cat staring at me. Hey, sweetie. You want to come work out? I'm posting, and you guys need to watch it, kitten yoga video. I just posted all over social media today, and Kiki is in the video with me. Are we almost there? One more. That was a burner, right? All right, now we're going to switch sides. So if you notice, you didn't really have to do a whole lot, right? We didn't have to lift it super high to really feel that nice burn. So let's go sideways. Make sure your hips are stacked. You're gonna lift it up. Toe is slightly turned down, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Stack. Small movement. So don't let your hip turn back. I just caught myself doing that because I was watching my movement and then all of a sudden my hip dropped back. Try not to let that happen. And again, you're going to notice how the range of motion is going to be much more limited when you do this exercise really correctly, and that's totally fine. All right, we got one more rep here. I rest a little bit. I'm going to start to bring that knee in. Starting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Bring it in. There we go. Crunch it up here a little bit. There we go. Bring it in. Shorten this area. We got 10 seconds. Now I feel the burn too. And time and rest. All right, turn on your back. Bring the booty band up, and if you want to, you can also get the other booty band, which is a little bit better, I would say, the cloth one for this next one. We're just lifting up on the bridge, bringing it out and bringing it down. I'm going to switch. I'm going to get the other one. If you only have this is fine also. But again, if you don't have it, get something really inexpensive on Amazon. I usually maybe have even some links below. I'm not so sure. Check it out. All right, so we have our feet so that you can touch your heels with your fingertips. You're going to lift it up, bring it out, bring it in, and bring it down. All right, ready? Set. Oh. And go. Up, out, in, down. Come on. Up, out, in, down. All right, and go down slowly. All right, we're going to rest a little bit. We're going to bring the hip up. I'm going to pulse it out. This is a whole 40 seconds of pulses. This is going to burn. Ready? And pulse. Pulse. Just bringing those knees out. Keep going. You don't have to do this super fast, okay? You don't have to keep going. Pulse, pulse, pulse super fast. Just nice and steady pace. You're going to feel the burn even more. You're going to be, because you're really stretching the band a little bit slower, but not so slow, but continuously out, out. You should be feeling this on your booty or, a little bit on your outer thigh, but mostly on your booty. You should not be feeling anything on your knees, okay? If you are doing that, it's because you're bringing it out from the knees. Use the hips to bring this down. Use the glutes to bring this out, not down, out. And down slowly. Bring the knees to your chest for a second here. Stretch it out. All right, go ahead and remove that band. We're still working on the floor here. Go ahead and bring whatever band you have. If you have this one, because again, it's flat, I would prefer this one. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the band underneath your armpit. All right, so we're going to bring the legs up for a bicycle crunches right here. And we're going to be alternating here on a laying down chest press. Ready? And go. If you are more advanced and if you want to have your shoulders off, go for it. but I'm gonna be resting mine on the floor. Ten seconds. And time. Woo. All right, move this band out of the way. You're going to need your little one again. We're moving into a plank. A high plank. If you can do a high plank, you can do a low plank, either one. All right, we're gonna tap out to the sides. So get ready. Get set and go. All right, we have another 10 seconds. Last one. And time. That band adds so much. All right, we're coming up. We're doing some rows, so get yourself ready for rowing. You're working with the other bands. Either the handle one or the other one. All right, so let's go ahead and step on the band and cross that band on the front. If this is not enough, when we row, like this one is not enough for me, so I will just go ahead and give a little extra loop, and now it's enough. Ready, set, and go. Narrow row, go. Squeezing the shoulder blades in. Core is engaged. Your neck is aligned with the remainder of your spine. All right, and come all the way up. We're going to do a wide curl next. Wide curls. Starting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, elbows glued to the side of your body right here. So if you did back and biceps yesterday, your biceps should be sore. Mine is sore. Keep their wrists straight. I really struggled yesterday coming back. It's amazing, right? Like I take like 4 days off and that's it. That's my rule. I'm never going more than 3 days without doing anything. All right, one more. All right, we are switching it up here to a reverse fly next. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go left. Almost there. All right, and come on up. Our next one is going to be wide row. So we are hinging forward. We're going to bring it wide. If it feels a little weird to do wide this way with this, I'm going to give myself a little bit more resistance with one handle. And then I'm going to open it wide right here. It feels better. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start in 5 seconds, so get ready. Get set and go wide. If you're enjoying this workout, don't forget later on to check out all the other resistance band workouts that we have here. All right, one more. All right, let me ask which one is better, dumbbells or bands? It's always good to challenge ourselves differently every time. All right, you're gonna take a little break here. We're gonna drink some water. My bottle of water is full and I'm thirsty. Shouldn't get thirsty. We've been going for half an hour. All right, so let's do this. We're getting back to that band. One band is going to go over underneath the foot like this, and the other one is going to go through the ankle. All right, above it, not on it. I never like putting anything, any bands or weights right on the joint, so we want to make sure it's above or below whatever it is that you're doing. So we're going to lift it up first. You're going to pulse it. You're going to make some nice little circles here. So there's a whole combo coming up on this one leg, so prepare yourself. Get ready. Lay down that one butt cheek here. Make sure the elbows underneath the shoulder. Toes are pointing in. That means they are dorsiflex. They are pointing towards your shin. Ready? Lift it up and go. The inner thigh is pointing towards the ceiling. All right? So now when you travel, when you fly, and when you go on a little vacation, no matter how wonderful you do, there's always that bloatness that happens. So how do we fix that? You know, drinking plenty of fluids, a lot of water, exercising, getting back into your routine ASAP. Pulse it up, pulse. Woo, it's burning. So you gotta make sure you have this inner thigh pointing up. If you start pointing your toes up, you're gonna start to feel on your quads, and I'll go with inner thighs. It's great working the quads, but not when we're trying to work the inner thighs, right? All right, in time, whew, and rest. Our next one, after our break here, we're going to do some circles. Okay, again, keep the toes not pointing out, but they're pointing in, and we're going to do the circles, and then we're going to reverse it. It's 30 seconds one way, 30 seconds the other way. The other thing too, as you get comfortable on the floor, you start to relax, start to sink in here like this. So we're trying to keep ourselves nice and tall. I have to catch myself all the time. All right, ready, set, and go. Yes, it's true. So I've been a personal trainer for 24 years. And no matter, we are all human. We all slouch. Just got to keep, monitoring ourselves, right? So I don't know if you missed in the beginning, I said this week we are focusing on good posture. There is a link below this video to my free Facebook group where you get all the details about this challenge. Reverse your circles. Every week I post a challenge, okay? A very simple challenges, but it's about building healthy habits a little bit at a time. There are 52 weeks. Every week we have one. After a year, you have 52 new habits. Maybe you didn't pick up all of them, but at least if you get like 3 or 4 new ones, right? All right, in time. That's 3 or 4 new healthy habits that you have that you didn't have the year before. Over time, it adds up, just like the not so good habits. All right, so I go ahead and switch it up. Now we're gonna place this not on the ankle, but above it. The other one goes on top and in the bottom of your foot right here. These bands are like $10 or something like that. Get a whole package of them on Amazon. So I may have a link below this video. Maybe check it out. Get those or any other ones you want. Yes, I do get like 30 cents. Here you go, ready, set, and go. No, it does not buy me a cup of coffee. Lift it up and down. Toes pointing in. And again, focus here on your inner thigh. If you start to feel too much in the front of your legs, which those are your quads, that means you're pointing your toe up. So kind of make sure your point is out, toe is out, inner thigh pointing up. And take a look at this sinking into that shoulder here. All right, you're gonna pulse. Ready? Pulse it up. Go. Pulse, pulse, pulse. This one is a burner. We have 10 seconds. Come on. Another one. We are resting here. It's a quick break. We're going to start making leg circles here. All right, get ready. Get set. And go. We got this. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, we're going to reverse in 3, 2, 1, reverse. I did 3 and it's burning for me too. I'm just trying, just like you are. So come on, let's do this. 10 seconds. All right, one more. That was so intense. Simple, right? But intense. All right, so go ahead and bring now both hands up. Now, these exercises can be done without the band, right? They are gonna be challenging without the bands. Regardless, anytime we're getting closer. This is the second half of the class, we're getting closer to the last part, the last 15 minutes. So we wanna make sure that you continue, don't just quit. Take the bands off and do things without the band if you need it. Okay, ready? Next one, we're going to bring it out and then bring it in. Set and go. Here we go. Come on. Out and in. Keep those toes pointing down. Resist the band that your legs are getting closer, okay? So for this exercise, you might think, well, we really work our outer thighs because normally when we bring the legs out, right? That's what we normally working, our abductors, right? But here, it's also working the inner thigh. And that's when we resist the bend coming in. And that's one of the beautiful things about resistance band is that you're working both ways. So the way muscles work is when one release, one side, the other one contracts between front and back. That's why we always need to be balanced. Maybe you love doing chest and triceps, but you don't like working back and biceps. A lot of times because those muscles are weak. All right, now we're gonna pulse. Ready? Pulse it up, pulse. So what happens with the band is always working, so when we're contracting, the other one is releasing. So that's how muscles work. And I love the band because they have that challenge, that resistance in the muscles the whole time. So that when we keep that, that's when we see the results that we want, right? A nice toned body, fit and healthy, and feeling amazing in our own bodies. Because our bodies are our home. This is, we call home is a house, yeah, but this is our home, right? Wherever we go, it goes with us. Oh, we are almost there. Five, four, three, two, one, and time. Oh, I should have felt the whole glutes, inner, outer, all of it. Okay, so we are gonna bring the band a little bit higher, and I would recommend you to still keep this one on. What I mean is not the other one, the cloth one. If you have it, just keep this one. We're gonna do a Sidebare Walk. And I will modify if you can't do the Sidebare Walk. So the Sidebare Walk is we're gonna come on a bear and we're gonna walk right here. You have an option of coming on all fours and walking this way, okay? And then walk back. This doesn't work for you because, you know, it bothers your knees. I understand. You can come out here and just do a side walk that way, okay? Now coming down, a lot of benefits because you're working your bottom, but you're also working your core and your upper body. So there is the full body versus just the lower body. So if you can come out down here and do it, that would be ideal. But if not, that's okay. Ready, set, and go. Just make a commitment to work towards it, and then you get there. Maybe it's not today, but next time, or the time after that. I find that the other bend is just too hard, and what happens with that, sometimes people start pulling on their knees, so I prefer to do like just a little extra resistance here. And the bear is one of my favorite, not because I like it, as a matter of fact I don't. It's really hard, but it's a nice full body here. All right, and time, and rest. All right, so we are coming back to our backs. Pick up your other band. We are taking this band off. All right, this is called the pullover. Again, for this one, I'll prefer using this flat because it doesn't roll, okay? It's nice and wide. I'm pretty sure I have the link below here. So we pull it back. This is our pullover, okay? For those who are a little bit more advanced, if you want to just pull and add a little bit resistance as you bring your leg down, you can do that. I just do the upper body right here. Ready? Set and go. Pull it back. Now I'd like for you to take a look at your hands. If there is one up, the other one down, I want you to switch halfway. Ten seconds. All right, and time. All right, just keep one foot on the bend. All right, you can bring the arms up behind your head. You're gonna extend that knee out and bring the leg in for a leg press. Okay, now if you're more advanced, you wanna extend that knee out for a core work, you're welcome to do that. It's gonna be a whole lot more intense because you're using your core as well. So it's up to you, just test it out, see what feels right. Okay, ready, set, and go. Here we go, leg press. We're gonna do 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds the other side. All right, another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. And we'll switch it out here and go. Ooh, one more. And time. Oh, that was fun, right? Oh my goodness, that was so fun. All right, catch your breath. We're gonna do a few core movements here. So we're just gonna hold on to the band. Keep the band, both hands, and we're gonna come up, stretch, and come on down. Nice and controlled. Now try not to swing yourself up. Peel your back off the mat. All right, so peel your back off the mat. Get ready? Get set. All right, and go. It feels good too. When you get to the top here, you get to stretch. All right, and time. All right, we're gonna do the version twist next, so you can keep your hands in front of you. We're gonna slowly turn to one side and turn to the other side right here. Get ready, get set, and go. Come on, come on. All right, and time. Lay down, bring your knees to your chest, and rock side to side. Let's make some nice little circles. And switch directions. All right, now we're going to do a nice stretch. And don't go anywhere. We have a 10-minute yoga stretch with the band. You're gonna place the band underneath your foot. You're gonna make a little loop here with your hands on the band. And then bring the elbows down. So try not to shrug the shoulders, keep the shoulders down. And just bring that leg towards the chest. The opposite knee can be bent or extended. And just breathe. Now you're gonna inhale, you're gonna release this a little bit. Exhale, bring the leg closer to the chest. Now go ahead and choke both ends of the band with both hands and allow that leg to drop to the sides. Keeping the opposite hip down. So your hips square. That means your hips up towards the front, not tilted to the side. When that starts to happen, you start to lift the hips, so just keep it there. And some people are so flexible, they bring the leg all the way down, but that does not matter. If that's not you, just listen to your body. And bit by bit, we get more flexible. And let's slowly bring that all the way up and over across to the other side right here. Ah, that feels so good. Sometimes you don't notice how tight you are until you stretch, right? Breathe. As you breathe out, relax. Now, one of the keys of relaxation is letting go. During the day, we hold tension in our bodies, we hold tension in our stomach, sometimes in our heart, or in the way we live, in our minds. But when we release that need for control, life is flowing by itself. All right, slowly back to the center here. Then cross your opposite leg. The band is still on the same foot. Make a figure of 4. And after you do that, bend the knee that has the band on, and then pull it towards your chest. So feel nice deep glute stretch and hold. And breathe and let go. Deep breath in and breathe out. And notice the stretch becomes easier. Life also becomes easier when we let go of that need to control every single moment. There's a certain tension and constriction that happens when we try to control every single thing that happens. Are we really controlling those things? There is a beautiful meditation, and that's also a teaching, that when you're swimming against the current, right? But then when we go with the flow, it's much easier. And we're going to slowly release here now. Bring the band to the opposite foot. And you can extend or keep the opposite knee bent. Make a little loop with your hands and then bring those elbows down to rest on the floor. Breathe. And relax as you exhale. Relax the shoulders, relax the tummy. Relax your heart. Now we're going to inhale, release that stretch a little bit. And then as you exhale, bring the leg closer to your chest. Using the breath to improve your flexibility, even if it's just a tiny little bit. And now we're going to hold both ends of the band with both hands, and we're going to allow that leg to drop out to the side, keeping the hips square. Notice your body, notice if you're holding any tension in your shoulders. Relax the shoulders, you're holding the band, but you don't have to be holding tight. Sometimes those are little signs that when we just stop and notice, it may be just a little indication of how we are holding ourselves in all different life circumstances and situations. And now we're going to bring the leg all the way to the opposite side. Breathe. And slowly back, bend your knee. The other leg over, make that figure of 4. Then after you do that, you go ahead and bend your knee and start to pull the band towards your chest. It should feel really awesome. We did a lot of outer thighs today, glutes, and that should feel nice stretch in those areas. And go ahead and release. We're gonna go ahead and swing ourselves to rock ourselves to seated position for a tricep stretch. I'm gonna turn my back to you so that you see what we are doing. So I apologize for turning my back. We're just gonna hold for a triceps and shoulders. So while one hand comes down, the other one goes up. Keep the body nice and straight. And we'll switch sides. And slowly release. We're gonna come to the tabletop, keeping the hip above the knees. Start to walk with your hands forward and bring your forehead down for a puppy pose. And walk with your hands in. And do a few cat and cows. Breathe in, drop the belly, tailbone goes up. You can shake your hips side to side here. And then draw that navel into the spine. Bring the chin towards the chest. I do like to do this a little bit deeper, keeping the hands where they are, just shifting the hip back. Feel the extra stretch on the lower back. Breathe in and out. One more time, breathe in and out. Take your toes in the back and lift the tailbone up for a downward dog. Press one heel down at a time. Feel the nice stretch on your calves. Whole posterior chain, the whole back side of your body. And let's walk all the way towards your hands. And roll it up nice and slow. Place your hands on your thighs here. Help support your back and come all the way up. Roll the shoulders back. 3 times. Holding on to the wall if you need to. Hold the top of your foot for a quadricep stretch. If you don't need the wall, raise your hands up. Make sure you do that pelvic tilt. So feel that extra stretch right here. Knees are parallel to each other. And we'll switch sides. Squeeze pelvis in. Don't just do this because then you're not going to really feel it, right? You can stay here. Feel that nice stretch in the front. Raise the opposite arm up or hold on to the wall. And release. We're going to finish it up with 3 deep breaths. So here we go. Breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more in. And out. And last one. All right, great job. Thanks so much for joining me here. Make sure you comment. Let me know how you did with this workout, how you have been enjoying full body resistance band. It's low impact. It works your full body in 60 minutes. So make sure to check out the other videos too, and I will see you next time.